Welcome back. At the end of the previous part, I said I'd get this quest done, and obviously, I did, so let's hand it in. Right, we should get an event now. There we go. A hard day's work is at an end. Good job out there, you two. Hooray for working hard. The back of my mind is saying that this isn't really CPU-worthy work. Doing odd jobs, increasing shares. True, most ordinary citizens take on quests to make a bit of money. I don't know how to do any kind of work except for this, so... That's okay, you're still new to this whole CPU thing. Hehe, you're so nice to me. But you need to get more competent, otherwise your people are going to start doubting your ability. I take it back, you're being strict again. Excuse me, ladies? What? Is a CPU something you become? You're not just born one? What? Of course you're not. I was supposed to become a CPU myself, but... You'll see. Someday I'll become the CPU of my own nation, and this one won't even hold a candle to it. Hooray! Go for it, Noire. You should at least say that you won't lose to me. Your greatest rival, or there's no competition. Which reminds me, we haven't seen her today. She had to go do some shopping. Oh, hey, too much yep. Too much subject jumping. So, like, you turn into a CPU? Isn't it bad if anybody could become one? It's not easy, so it's not a problem. Seriously, what's wrong with you? This is basic common knowledge. It's not my common knowledge. Me, Neptunia, and everyone else were born CPUs. You were born that way? Wow, that's so neat. I told you to stop believing everything this girl says. Man, this is so crazy. It's like I've literally fallen down into a different world. I'm curious though, how do you become a CPU? Does something good come from it? I can't believe you're this ignorant. I kinda pity you. Whatever, it's annoying, but I'll explain it to you. Yay, I'm not pumped about how you phrased it, but do go on. First, you need a CPU memory, which is found inside of a memory core. Oh, like a class change item. Kind of boring names though. Are they rare drops? Beyond rare. Legendary. Only a few memory cores exist, and they only produced CPU memories once every couple of centuries. Centuries? Pretty balls for a respawn time. Oh, yeah, pretty balls for a respawn time. Only MMO shut-ins who camp for weeks can get it. So Vert would get one easily. The interval is still randomized, so it's not like you can set a clock for the next one's arrival. If you really want one, I guess you could camp for it, like you said, but competition is kind of light. And there's a memory core near this place. I see. So you're hanging out by the CPU memory, Plutia? Man, I bet there was a swashbuckling fantasy melee to claim it. Nobody battles over it. I just said there aren't a lot of people looking for one. I stumbled upon mine when I went on a lovely picnic. Oh, it was that easy? I don't get it yet. Keep on with the explainings. Well, the weather was really nice that day, and I decided to open up my basket by the river. Oh, stop right there. Don't remind me of that day. The sheer terror I felt the first time Plutia activated HDD. Terror, you say? Oh, forget it. Let's get back on topic. You need that item to turn into a CPU, but that doesn't mean anyone with it can become a CPU. Only people born with certain qualities are eligible, so if someone lacking those tries... Yeah, if they try? I mean, it's an old fairy tale, but I was told that they would turn into a hideous monster. Sounds terrifying. What gives? It's rare to get the item, and even if someone does, they might be monsterfied instead? That's a pretty big risk. You had some brave guts to want to be a CPU, Plutia. Yeah. Oh, I didn't really want to. I picked it up and thought it was a rice ball, so I ate it. I said to not remind me. It is risky, but I think there's some merit to becoming a CPU. First of all, you can go and found your own nation. Huh? So the CPUs make the nations, not the other way around? Oh, I know what you mean. Did the chicken or the egg hatch first, right? Well, hatch. It definitely had to be the egg, because that's how evolution works. The egg came first. Yeah, kinda, sorta. But anyway, whichever is first, it all ends up the same, huh? Not to interrupt your philosophical musings, but I'm gonna keep talking. Second, you gain divine powers, and with those powers you protect and guide humanity. If you do a good job, people will have more faith in you, and that increases your powers further. See, that chives with what I know about CPUs. For the longest time, there was only one CPU in existence, and ruled the only nation around. It's still fine for those who believe in her, but many disagree with and have no faith in this CPU. Well, after the Switch conference the other day, I can, you know, understand why people don't have confidence. Yeah, confidence. I keep switching those words. It's very odd, because that conference, yep, forced myself to say it, conference, was very, very weird. Very weird. Life outside of a nation borders can be pretty hard to endure. That's why I want to become a CPU and give those people a new nation for them to believe in. That's exactly the type of motivation Class President Noire would have. You're so cool, Noire. But then Plutia beat me to it, and she wasn't even trying to be a CPU. Oh, I already apologized for that about 1 gajillion times. I see. I think I get most of, at least half of that. Thanks. But if that's how it is here, I guess I don't need to be a CPU. Kind of frustrating that I can't change forms, but it isn't really that big of a deal. Besides, if I became a CPU, it means that I'd have to do more work. I'm tired of all the forced labor. I must hurry and become a CPU. It'd kill me if I turn into an old hag while Plutia stays young. Aw, you'll be okay. You'll be a cute old lady, Noire. Noire, Spinster Edition. I'd pay to see that. But seriously, I doubt you'd be cute. You probably wear floral mummies and lecture kids these days. Question mark? Hey, stop the presses. What? Don't shout. Noire, you're getting older? I mean, why? What do you mean, why? That's how the concept of time works. What do you think I am? No, but I mean, Plutia will always look like that. I'm a CPU now, so I'm always going to look like this. Uh-oh, hold up. So unless I become a CPU here, I'm gonna get old and stuff too, right? Yes, that is still how the concept of time works. Neppy, were you born way far away from books and language? Nope, this won't do at all. I like being young and adorable. I don't know, I mean, you could look good when you grow up a bit. I mean, she does, we know this is fact. But letting myself become all sexy and busty wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that kinda does happen later on, we've seen this, like I said. Still, I get all that sexiness when I transform. And we only really need one old hag in the party. I have no idea what you're talking about. How am I supposed to respond to your insane ramblings? That settles it. I'm gonna become a CPU. Again. For the approximate 240 million members of the Nep fan club, I vow to keep my current figure. Oh, fun. You're going to become a CPU too? If it were that easy, I'd already be one, you know. You have no idea how hard I've been trying. So basically, if we find that memory thing, I call dips, and then you can get one. What? Excuse me? Where do you get off deciding that? Dude, come on, main characters always get priority. I mean, even if you become a CPU, you won't be all that popular. Thus, Nep gets dips. Whatever. I know I'd be way more popular than you. I'm not giving my item to you. Hehehe, I hope all three of us get to become CPUs. Indeed, would be fun. Oh, is that it? Do we get another quest then? Donate. Will he see me? Mysterious halo. I just need another mysterious halo. Well, I'll go get a mysterious halo now, because it only takes like one battle, so back in a second. There we go, didn't take me too long. Oh, now I have to go back to the guild. Why not just start the event straight away? Huh? Hey, Noire. What? As quiet as ever, I hear. Colder than the coldest cold. Anyway, check out this quest. It's close to Louis' border. And? Louis, I tells ya. Louis! That means Blanc! Blanc. Well, I guess I recall Louis' CPU going by that name. I knew it! Blanc is Louis' CPU, yes sirree! You look so happy, Neppy. Well, yeah, we know each other. But then again, she might have been replaced by a clone too. Wow, so you're also friends with Louis' CPU? Cool. Enough with the clone nonsense. And Plutia, I know that I told you to stop being so gullible. Okay, I'll go and say hi. Noire's been a huge downer, so maybe Blanc will be better. Excuse me? Go and say hi? Stop right there, missy. Whatever, Mom. You can't tell me what to do. Like hell I'm your mother. I'm stopping you for your own good. If someone like you waltzed into Louis' territory, who knows what awful things would happen to you? Awful things? You don't mean cords and tentacles again, do you? Those things were the worst. Cords and tentacles? Why do you have a smile on your face? Don't you dare explain those to her. And Plutia, don't sound so interested. Wait, again? Are you serious? Dang, you responded to a lot of key points in that one line. Not too shabby, Noire. I really don't enjoy your praise. You have to keep interjecting because you two say the dumbest things. Dumb things aside, why do you think bad stuff would go down if we went to Louis? Well, Louis is very mysterious and isolated. We're told to stay away, so... It's an isolationist nation. Maybe it became so strict because it was the only nation for a long time. It's difficult enough to... What? It's difficult enough to just leave that place. I can't imagine the red tape required to get in. But I have never heard of any crimes or scandals happening within. Once you get in, maybe it's peaceful. So basically, the Louis I know and this place are different. Maybe Blanc is extra evil too. Like, more violent and she flips out and kills people all the time. I'm personally against the policy where you don't care about others so long as your own nation is safe. Yes, I must take my nation... I must make my own nation as soon as I possibly can. Do your best, Noire. You should try harder too. You actually have a nation to run. Oopsie, she's scolding me. Anyway, that's how it is up there, so we shouldn't get too close. Plus, there are some other unsavory rumors about Louis. Unsavory? That sounds pretty juicy. Feed me some of those rumors. It's nothing like that. Besides, they're just rumors, so who knows how much is true. In a nutshell, rumors say that Louis and the Seven Sages are colluding behind the scenes. Oh, those chocolate thingies. I think you mentioned them before.
Thank you all so much for coming here today. So, well...
Hey, we can't hear you at all! Can't you speak a bit louder?
I'm so sorry. I'd like to start the Seven Sages meeting.
Sounds like me reading the lines.
Don't talk like a fool.
She's fumbling all her words. If she thinks that kind of speech is cute at her age, yikes!
I wonder who they are.
At my age? Oh dear. I know I'm not exactly the youngest thing around, but...
Okay, enough cutie pies. It's cruel to tease her about it too much.
Can't we hurry this meeting up? I'm a very busy man with a very busy schedule to keep.
Who even called this meeting? I came a long way, so if it's about something trivial, someone's dead.
The one who called today's meeting was... me.
Get out of town! You?
I'm sorry about that. It was impudent of me to call you all here.
Enough! This meeting will drag on if you get spooked by every little comment.
Still, having little Ray give us a call is rare. Something big must have happened.
Yes, something has. I can't confirm the info and I haven't gathered any evidence, but I feel it's highly credible, so...
Enough procedural nonsense. Out with it.
Indeed.
Okay. Actually, a new CPU has appeared in Planeptune.
What? Are you certain of this?
Rather, had appeared. Or may have appeared, it seems. Or so it feels.
Right.
Speak with certainty! Speak with unbridled passion!
Yeah!
Appeared! A new CPU appeared in Planeptune!
I can't be asked to believe it just yet. But if true, this is quite a conundrum.
Planeptune, huh? What do you make of this?
2 CPUs in a nation that would topple from a single sneeze? How can I believe this?
Say what you like, but it's completely true. Maybe.
Maybe.
So, who's your informant? How'd you get this info?
That's... well...
Nothing like that has gotten stuck in my web of information. I hate to say it, but I highly doubt that little Ray here could get information before me.
Well, that is to say, due to some profound circumstances...
Profound?
I will only warn you once. If you attempt to deceive me, you had better be prepared to die.
There's no way I'd ever try to deceive you. That would be outrageous.
Still, it needs to be verified. It's quite a shocker if true. A shock it got by me, that is.
I'm sorry.
How would you confirm this crap? I'd rather pick belly length than follow up on this sketchy story.
Really?
For these kinds of blue-collar situations, I think we all know who would be appropriate. Oh, did that noisy little brat decide not to join us today?
It's a welcome change of pace. Her shrieking blows my eardrums.
Actually, I let her know about it before this meeting. Then she ran off without hearing the rest of my report, even though I tried to stop her.
Ha! Impatient little twerp!
Either way, it simplifies matters. We'll just wait for her to get back and then discuss further.
So, we wait for now, huh? I hope it isn't a waste of time.
And here I wanted to hurry back to the office and work late again.
Oh, hey! I'm starved! When do the caterers get here?
Yeah, it's only polite for the one who calls the meeting to provide the others with food. Chop, chop, chop.
Huh? But whenever any of you called one, there wasn't even a pitcher of water.
You want to say that again? Care to voice that complaint a bit louder?
Not at all. I'll prepare something right away.
Dear, oh dear, Ray.
Oh, I see. These 7 sages are the villains this time around.
Were you really listening? Are you sure you understand?
Nep took in the details that were needed, at least.
Why so skeptical? I definitely said, oh, I see.
Okay, then paraphrase what I just went over with you.
Ooh, I'll take this as a challenge. I'll gladly face you, player 2. So, the 7 whatevers don't like CPUs ruling the nations and whine a lot and say bad stuff, right?
So far, so good.
Therefore, I conclude that those folks are the bad guys. Ta-da! Flawless victory!
You cut out the whole second half. It's not that simple. I knew you stopped paying attention.
I mean, it is that simple.
Okay. You got me. Huh? Neppy gave the wrong answer?
Not really.
Do you mean to say that you stopped listening to me too?
That one girl who picks on me is the 7 sages, right? I don't like her.
And you clearly only get about half of the situation too. Fine. I'll explain again. I might even talk longer this time. So make a sandwich and listen.
Oh, really? You Can't we, like, mash through the boring stuff with the X button?
I mean, I could.
I'm not very good at mashing. I prefer the skip function. So let's press the square button.
Let's not.
You will listen to my plot-advancing lecture. Got it?
Okay.
Good. The Seven Sages is a shadowy organization that gets its name from having 7 head members. Their platform advocates proper laws, and they want to found a nation free from CPU governance.
So, do that.
Of course, because they believe that, they're against the very existence of CPUs.
Why? Just go make a nation all by yourself somewhere else. You don't need to interfere with what's happening everywhere else. That makes no sense.
Ever since Plutia created Planeptune, she's been harassed by them several times. Their operations are said to have started 10 years ago. Any more info is vague and pretty sparse. As for the 7 heads of the group, only one is known to the public. It's even rumored they have a hand in criminal activities behind the scenes, but there's no proof. And that thing I said about them having some connection to Louis? That's one of those rumors. But apparently, a good number of people agree with their ideals. So we can't say with 100% certainty that they're evil. So, that was a pretty amazing summary. Did you get all that?
I'll be honest, I kind of phased out myself and was just pressing X whenever she finished speaking.
Oh, there's a picture of you two next to the definition of wasted effort. I'm so tired now.
Aw, Plutie, did you hear that? Noire just gave up on us.
Aw, don't give up on us.
You two are so noisy. Just look up the stupid Neptunia entry later.
Noire, you're such an ice queen, and your explanations are so roundabout and hard to understand.
That's a fact.
It's easier on our noggins to call them the bad guys, the 7 stages.
The 7 stages are bad.
Indeed.
7 sages? Oh, jeez, how can you forget that name so fast? GA-THUNK!
Oh dear.
I found you!
Whoa, who's this broad? Plutie, we have a visitor.
Speak of the tiny devil.
It's the meanie! Uh-huh. So you're the one. I see.
What's with this kid? I feel like you're unzipping my vest with your eyeballs. Ew.
Wait, she's here for Neptune? Oh, in that case, sorry, but I don't feel like dealing with her.
Oh, me neither. Sorry, Neppy.
What? You two are gonna leave my party? Come on, don't do that!
I guess you appear to be a teen, but your body is so underdeveloped. All right, you're a little girl.
Well, look who's speaking.
Inconceivable. A girl smaller than me just called me a little girl.
And to think they would allow such a young and naive little girl to work as a CPU. It's unjust! It's brutish! It violates international law! I'll never forgive Planeptune!
Yikes! Now she's going on a tirade. What's the deal? Why do I gotta sit and nod while a little girl I don't know makes fun of me?
Did you just call me a little girl? How am I little, huh? Only little girls call others names.
If that's your killer comeback, you're definitely a little girl. I mean, you said it to me first.
You said it again! Oh, that's twice! I'll never forgive you for this slight.
Oh, you want to challenge me to a duel? I won't lose in a cat fight.
Ow! You hit me! I got hit by a stupid little girl!
You're no match for me. You need about 100 years of training before you can insult me, little girl.
You did it again! Ooh, Neppy is so strong.
But, I mean, not really.
More like her opponent is embarrassingly weak.
Yeah.
I see. Instead of arguing, she just smacked her in the mouth. No way I could have done that.
I can't believe it! It's illegal to hurt little girls! You'll pay dearly for this!
You just admitted to being a little girl. I guess I win.
No, that was just...
I knew you were just a little baby girly girl.
She has 3 tears for each eye.
Neppy, that might have been a bit too much gloating.
Nah, it's Nep.
She's immature, even compared to this kid.
Why are you two yelling at me? You abandoned me, so I had to fight back. I had no choice.
Now, don't cry. That's a good little girl.
Jeez, looks like Neptune had her claws out. Oh, there's a blood smear. Poor little thing.
You're probably not helping matters.
Huh? I'm being shunned, aren't I?
Don't touch me! I won't accept charity from my sworn enemies.
Smack.
Ouchies!
Don't get an attitude, we're just trying to help.
Shut your stupid mouth! I see Planeptune has finally shown its true colors. You make children work, and you react violently when criticized. What a bad influence for kids!
You started it.
I'm not a child.
You always come here, make a big fuss, and then toss around false accusations.
Shut up! I'm on a mission to protect every single child in the whole wide world.
Good luck.
That means I am in the right. Therefore, all who oppose me are big pedophiles and gross weirdos.
Worst logic ever.
I've heard worse.
More importantly, that woman's information was correct. I can't believe we're evenly matched.
She made you cry. How is that anywhere close to even?
It was a flawless victory for Neppy.
Shut up, I said! Ahem. Well, I completed my investigation. You're the new CPU here, right?
Ooh, has my awesome reputation reached even this little girl I've never seen before? I'm flattered, but if I get too famous, my private life will... Too much charisma is a curse.
She's not a CPU.
What?
Noire, don't shoot me down so fast. She totally thought I was a CPU.
But she's right. You can't even transform.
What?
Oh, not you too, Plutie. You shouldn't crush a poor little girl's dreams like that.
You're not a CPU? Then how did I lose?
Why do you think?
Because you're weak.
Alright, bit blunt, but okay.
Maybe because you're weak.
Less bark and bite than a doggo.
Oh. You! What is your name?
You didn't catch it? Neptune.
Neptune. I won't forget that name.
Oh, hang on, kid. I think it's rude to adults when you demand a name without giving your own.
Fine. I'll tell you just this once. I am the Seven Siege's idol and public relations manager. You may call me Agnes.
Introductory graphic text? What the heck, developers? I didn't get one when I appeared.
Well, tough.
I can't wait to talk about this in excruciating detail at the next Seven Sages meeting. If we seriously tried, we could bury this nation under regulatory red tape before you could blink. Be prepared.
And there she goes. It's so not fair that she got a cool logo. She's just some weak kid. If someone like her is one of the leaders of the Seven Sages, maybe they're all pushovers.
Well, if you assume they're all like that girl, sure, but we don't know anything about the others.
How'd you even know there's 7?
It's so good you're here, Neppy. Every other time she comes, that girl teases me over and over.
Idiots can't handle difficult conversations, thus the violence. Every tool has its use.
You flatter me. Wait, that was a compliment, right?
Let's just go with yes, it was.
Sure, why not? She might come back to complain about what happened, so you can handle her then, Neptune.
Please protect us, Neppy.
Okay. It's nice to be relied on, but I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
Indeed. Right, so let's have a look here and see what we need to do. We got one chopper with Neptune, so let's have a look. This is no good. What, you ask? Well, I have nothing to mumble about. The main character can't say boring things. Indubitably. Yep. Indubitably, I was going to say, but we're indubitably. We'll go with indubitably. New word I came up with. It's good, it's good. Right, so I'm assuming, yep, I've got to do best ingredient. I'll do that in between the parts. So, we'll see you in the next part. Bye-bye for now.